Everybody, and welcome back to All the Mod 7 to the Sky. In this episode, as you can see behind me, we finally set up ore automation. We finally are now processing up all of the ore pieces that our sieving system is now making all the way into ingots. We're currently doubling all of our stuff. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so today we are finally going to be starting to process up all of these resources. They've been building up here for quite a while, and yeah, we have a lot, especially since we have 1.1 million iron pieces. So it's been a week since I've actually recorded, and I apologize for that, but that's because my room's been out of commission. I've had my room updated, so it's got like a new flooring, I've built in a new desk and everything, so I've got a brand new desk set up. But I still have to adjust a few things on it. But as you can hear, there's probably a slight bit of echo in the room. And that's because the room is kind of completely empty at the moment. It's kind of just got my bed and my desk in here. So I have added a filter onto my microphone, the NVIDIA Broadcast Echo Room Removal filter in the new OBS update, version 28. So that is on my microphone right now, trying to remove as much of the echo as possible. I think it's trying to do as best as I can. Or it's doing as best as it can. It still has a tiny bit of echo. I was listening back to the recording. I did a little sample recording, and well, it's definitely working. It's not as bad as it was before, but you might be able to still hear it. So that might be like that for a couple of weeks until I can get myself some soundproofing foam to stick up my walls. So for now, you might have to deal with just a little bit of room echo in the background. Hopefully it's not too much, and if it is, I'm going to try and do something else with noise removal in Audacity or something like that if I export out just the audio. We'll see how that goes. So what I want to do today is start processing up all of these resources, and I was looking about what's the best way to do it. Now there's a couple. So I was looking at, if I look up raw right here, we have raw iron. I want to turn this raw iron into the block. So I want to process from the block because that would mean it'll process out the quickest. So what I want is to process or crush down the block of iron here at least into double the dust. Or if I can, even higher. So there's a couple of ways we can do it. One is we can use a crushing wheel to crush it down into the iron dust, which would be the most compact area. But the only issue is we have no way of running these guys at maximum speed. Because what did Create do in the new update? They've removed the furnace engine. We've only got the flywheel now, and the flywheel is purely for decoration now. So there's no furnace engine here, so we can't do the same setup we did in Enigmatica with the infinite heating glitch or whatever to run our big wheels. So that's going to be annoying. The other alternative is to make an arc furnace, which we're nowhere near making an arc furnace. A crusher, nowhere near making that. Chemical dissolution chamber. Now, this would be the best option because this guy would make us the most amount of ingots. I think actually per 3, we make about 10 ingots per 3. Yeah, I think it's upwards of 10 ingots per 3 raw iron, which is crazy. But we can't do the sulfuric acid route at the moment because we don't have the space for it. And anyway, I'm thinking of doing this in a separate area or like doing it somewhere else where we can set up 13 setup of this, because we have 13 ores to work with now today. The other way to do it then is to throw it in a chemical injection chamber, which was my original idea. I was thinking if we set up a evaporation tower, make ourselves some hydrogen chloride, set up the iron shards here, 24 of them per block, which is 8 ingots per 3, which would be the best option. But now that I'm thinking about it, with the amount of iron shards we're going to be producing and amount of like resources we currently have, it's too much to try and set up 13 setups of this guy, so we don't have the space for it. If we had a way bigger platform, maybe, but at the moment, no. So the next best idea was to use an enrichment chamber, but that doesn't actually double, as you can see. It just makes per 3 ore, like an extra like 2. Actually, I think it's making an extra 3 ingots on top of the 9, so it's only making 12 ingots per 9 ore. Which is not good at all. That is a terrible investment. So then I looked at this one. The next best option we have is a purification chamber. The purification chamber is the next step after the chemical injection chamber, but you process down the raw iron first. in the chemical injection chamber, make your shards, and then that goes in the purification chamber. But if we just throw this guy in here, it actually doubles it. And oxygen is not that difficult to make. We just need a few electrolytic separators with some water from a sink. So I think the purification chamber will be the best option because we only need 3 blocks to make this run. So we just need a purification chamber, a crusher, and then a enrichment chamber. Actually, I think we need 4 blocks then. Yeah, so crusher, enrichment chamber, and then the enrichment chamber into a smelter. So we'll probably set up like a couple of these furnaces here to run, maybe like 1 furnace each. Because we're going to have ourselves the wireless heat transmission instead of like using fuel in this guy, because that way it'll make it a little bit easier to work with. So that's my idea. I want to now sort out all of these drawers here. Every single ore piece in here, I want in their own individual drawer. And I want to move a few of these items around. For instance, you can see we have uranium right here. And it's in a 2x2 with other random things that are not ores. I want to extract everything out of this, any ore out of this drawer, take the crystals up there, so like this crystal here, the third quartz crystal, put that in this slot here, and have a compacting drawer for the inferium essence instead. That way I can start making the blocks, and we might be able to start magic crops very soon now as well, or mystic agriculture as it's now called. So that's my idea. I want to tear down this entire power setup because it's currently doing nothing for us, and move the sieving system into the corner right here, and then set up 13 setups of purification chambers with oxygen, smelting it all down into every individual ingot, and store every individual ingot in their own drawer as well. So that's my plan. So we need to start by tearing down this entire power generation setup. It's doing nothing for us. We can tear this down like so, and get rid of that, and then get rid of this. So before I go ahead and destroy the crucibles, oh hello, what are you selling me? Ooh, okay. Bane of Arthropods. I already have that sword, actually. Yeah, I already have that sword. But you do sell wither skeleton skulls. I will take those. How many of them will you sell me? 2, 3. Oh my god, how many? 5 wither skeleton skulls? We can almost spawn 2 withers with that. I need a nether star to make ourselves... Actually, I'm going to need 2 nether stars to make an acceleration wand. Damn, I just need 1 more skull and I can summon 2 withers. And I'm pretty sure with this pickaxe we'll be able to take them out very quickly. Thank you. Alright, I don't need your services anymore. Get out of here. That is crazy good. Right, so the only thing I want to do now is just put all this stuff away in my bag, right, or into system right here, and make myself a backpack. Because if I'm going to be tearing all this stuff down, I don't want to run an inventory space and have to chuck it into the system and then lose it and then go spending like 5-10 minutes trying to take everything back out. So I want to make myself a backpack. And it's easy enough, so just a backpack's made like that. Then I just upgrade it to iron, like that. Then I'll upgrade it to gold, and then diamond, and then netherite. I have plenty of netherite ingots. I also need now a smithing table, which we have right here. And, oops, we can run back over here now. And I might as well sleep as well, but let me just put this stuff down here first. So smithing table can go there, these 2 items in there, and then boom, a backpack. Perfect. So what I can do with that now is put it inside my curio slot here, and with the keybind B, we can open up the backpack here and have access to everything. So what I want to do is open my backpack, go put my carrots in the bottom right slot here, go to memory and memorize the carrots. For some reason I can't memorize the carrots in that slot. Yeah, I can't memorize the carrots. What? Okay, at least I want no sort in these bottom 2 slots anyway. That's odd. For some reason, I can't memorize the carrots in this slot. That is weird. But anyway, the next thing I want to make is a feeding upgrade. So I need an upgrade base, a golden apple, and a glycering melon. I think I have everything for it then. Yes, so a feeding upgrade. I want to put the feeding upgrade here. Open the settings for it, drop the golden carrot in, and allow. Yeah, it's strange that I can't filter it to say, like, this is the only slot for this item, but maybe it's broken? Usually it works. Anyway, now with that backpack, it means I can tear down this entire setup right here, like so. There we go. And inside my backpack now, I can start storing anything that's not cobble, gravel, endstone, dust, or sand. And anything that is can go into the system. The other thing I need now is some buckets. So give me out a couple of buckets here. I seem to never have any buckets. Craft me a bunch of buckets here. We have plenty of iron to do that. There we go. I just need 2 buckets for now. All I want to do is pick up the lava and witch water. Then I can break these 2, give me the redstone and glowstone, break this flux point, cobblestone generator, break the excess casing that's up on this above the floor, and then I can break these gold chests and pipe. Perfect, now I can fill in this. Now, over there, put all this stuff in my bag here. All of these things right here, like I said, I want to save the lava, so I'm going to make myself a big jumbo tank for mob grinding utils, meaning I need 4 singularity tanks, and then that will make us a jumbo tank, like so. Put that right there, and that's going to extract all the lava out of the crucibles into this guy. Perfect, and I don't need you out here right now. You can get out of the way. I can put you down like there for now. And you are almost fully extracted. Just wait for the rest of that lava to melt down. And done. Right, we can break the crucibles, break the fluid pipe, and break the superheating elements. We'll probably reset that back up later on somewhere else, but for now, I don't think we need it. There we go, and this guy has got 67 buckets of lava in him, which is crazy. Pretty good. Right, now, this is where the whole setup for the sieving now is going to go. So let me just fill in this hole right here. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to need a lot more casing now, so give me out some casing here. Okay, and give me out some pipe upgrades and all that now. So I need my pipe wrench, more item pipe, and I'm actually going to make myself a bunch of these ultimate pipe upgrades, because we're probably going to need them. So what I want to come out is a tree like this, out tree like that, and then I want to encase right here, because this is where the lava and the redstone are going to go. So if I look in here now and grab out the flux sieves, the chest, the pipe, and the hammers, put the chests across here. Okay, I think this is the right setup. We're going to have hammer for cobble to gravel, gravel to sand, and then sand to dust. We're going to have cobble to gravel, and then gravel to sand, cobble to gravel, and then endstone and netherrack. And then we're just going to put our sieves on top, like so. And everything here should be pretty much set up now. So give me out the redstone, the glowstone, the bucket of lava, and the witch water. It looks like we didn't get all of the glowstone back from breaking it, so I just need 2 here. There we go. Compress that. There we go. Now over here, I need to be very careful because the lava, I hope, doesn't catch this stripped oak here on fire. Hopefully by being in the back corner here, so I put the redstone and the glowstone here, and then grab out the 2 igneous extruders and put them here and here. I'm hoping by putting the lava in the back corner here and the witch water here, the lava's far enough away that it can't catch the strip oak on fire, because this seems to be the only face that it can catch to. And the fact that it's technically 3 blocks away, because the fire will technically be an extra block on the front of this guy, he shouldn't be able to catch anything on fire. He hasn't caught the brass casing on fire ever, and since the wall is right here, he can't catch fire on the surface. So the only place he can catch fire is right here, which I think is way out of his reach. We won't know until we have everything set up and we leave it run for a while, but I'm pretty confident that it won't catch on fire. Now I just need to hook up all these guys like this, and connect that up like that, and now using a pipe wrench to disconnect all the sides. Disconnect you there, and disconnect you. Tell you to extract, and you to extract. And now we can give everything here ultimate pipe upgrades. Technically, these guys don't need it, but since I have so many of them, I don't need to worry about it. Now, cobblestone generator. I'm actually going to grab out a second one. But we'll have 2 cobblestone generators set up right here, and they're going to be able to produce a lot of cobblestone. Because I had 2 netherite upgrades in one of these guys, I don't know if I mentioned that. The 2 netherite upgrades that were in here were processing up the cobblestone faster than this guy here could make it. So, yeah. Cobblestone being extracted, so you get pipe upgrade and you get pipe upgrade. So actually give everything here maximum cobblestone and still have a ton left over for itself. Perfect. So now all I have to do is grab out my cable. I won't connect the point on just yet until I have the drawers reorganized and set back up over here, because if I hook it up right now and give it power, it's going to start sieving and I won't have anywhere to put the resources. I need to actually separate out all the meshes now. So netherite mesh, mesh, and mesh. There we go. And now I need to give everything back their upgrades. So we said the gravel one here is going to have the netherite upgrade. So you 2 get this, and you get that one and that one. Right, that's the last one now. So everything there is ready to go. All it needs is power. So before we do that, let's actually start working on how we're actually going to start storing all this stuff now. So item pipes across the front. Give me back up my pipe. Oh, I have it on me. Let's say give me my pipe wrench. And the ultimate pipe upgrades. Just sticking on all of these guys. There we go. So what I want to do is come over here, grab this storage drawer controller and stick it right here. Now, before I break any of these guys, I want to start setting up other stuff. So if I look up a compacting drawer, I already have one. I need to make myself more drawers. Before I started recording, I went to the Twilight and chopped down a bunch of trees, so I have plenty of drawers to work with right now. Isn't there also, I'm going to need some trim. Is it trim? I can't remember what it's actually called. Let's go to add functional storage. And I think it's called a trim. I need something just to connect it so that it's not so it's connected. I could have swore it was called like a trim or something like that. Maybe it's called lining. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here that acts as a trim. Oh, I thought there was a block in here that acts as a trim so you can like go around corners. Maybe not. Maybe there isn't such thing. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to maybe set up multiple drawer controllers or use these oak drawers but just lock them so that nothing can go into them. So we'll just have to see how that goes. So we'll start off by making ourselves our compacting drawer. So we'll just make ourselves probably 2 of these guys. Just need a few more pistons here. I don't know how many compacted drawers we're going to need, but we'll just make 2 for now. And what I want to do is put 1 right here and put a regular drawer right here then as well. Put these 2 away. Actually put everything in my bag here out of the way. And I want to break you and you. So this guy I'm going to put here. And this guy I'm going to put here. Okay. So I'm going to look up pipe upgrade. Or just the item pipes that I put in my bag here. With the ultimate pipe upgrade. And I have the wrench on me. I need drawer upgrades now as well. So drawer upgrades. Or maybe it's not called drawer upgrades. Let's just look up upgrade here. We have a gold one. I need a couple diamond ones. I have no more diamonds because I disconnected the setup right here. So just give me out a couple of these diamonds here. I'm just going to press Control K. I have to open my bag here. Or Shift K, not Control. There we go. That compacts all that up. Just grab me another 2 stacks. And gold upgrades are done like that. So if I add this upgrade into here, how many blocks can this store? Can't tell. But anyway, if I put this in here, it should tell me then 49k, there's 99k in here, so I'm probably going to need a few more upgrades. Can I take one of these out? I can, okay. And put that in, and that holds 1.2 million. Okay, perfect. So, pipe upgrade here, wrench, extract, ultimate pipe upgrade, and that's going to move all of them from there to there. Now, similar thing here, I want to take the essence, put the essence in here, and that's going to make blocks for me. I'm going to put that there, wrench, and ultimate upgrade, and that's going to take all of that out. Perfect. So I have to wait until everything here is extracted. Then every crystal up here, so all the Certus quartz crystals, they're going to replace this uranium pieces here. So that way I have a drawer for every single one of these ore pieces. All right, they're completely empty now. So what I want to do is break this guy. Okay, so he's completely empty. I want to break this guy now. And I want to put him here now. And I want to keep him as the extract, grab out the actual, go back to that functional storage, take out the linking tool here and the configuration tool. I want to unlock you, remove that, and that's going to start moving the Certus quartz crystals over. So I can lock it now. I want to lock you. So everything should be ready. You are ready to go, and I'll put you on top over there in a moment, but I can leave you there for now. So let's now break everything here that has not got ores in it. Okay, and then put them down around this drawer controller. Like that, and then I can grab this compacting drawer, and I can stick you on the top middle now in a second. Yep, you're completely moved over, so I can take you and stick you there, and put the compacting drawer on top. Perfect. Now I just want to lock you, and now select you, and then link everything here to it. Perfect. And now we can hook back up everything over here to start extracting back out into the drawer controller. So point, grab out the point here, and go. So everything should be getting sieved now. The ore pieces are going out. Maximum upgrades. It should be going in. Oh wait, no, actually I forgot about the ores actually aren't set up yet. Hang on. So it's going to fill up this entire drawer if I did. Oh damn, everything's still got a bit of power left over. Okay, it actually seems to be okay. Yeah, I forgot I actually haven't set up the drawers or the items to be stored anywhere. The ores. Right, you technically aren't doing anything more, so I can unlock you and remove everything out of you. So give me out all your upgrades. No, give me out the upgrades. I don't need them in there anymore. And break you, and break you. Okay, so with that now, if we have a look here, we need 13 slots from the edge right here to start storing all the ingots. So we need a couple blocks height storage above everything. So if I just grab out the drawers I have right here, and we're going to connect these up like this. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Almost exactly the right amount of space. And it gives us enough blocks back here. So we need electrolytic separator, purification chamber, crusher, enrichment chamber, smelt. So there's enough blocks exactly at the back of this guy to fit all the different type of ingots. And I'm not going to take out all ingots at the moment. I'll let them eventually go back into their own slots as they work. So now, flux compactors. I need 13 of these guys. Actually, no, I'm going to need 26 of them because I forgot I need to do from the ore pieces into the ore blocks. So, what am I missing? Hoppers. They're easy enough. Give me a stack of hoppers. And then I need some comparators. I just need a bunch of redstone torches. And just grab about 2 stacks of them. And comparators now. Craft a bunch of them. 42 would be plenty. Flux compactors. Now I just need to craft. We'll start off with 13 for now because at least I can figure out what height I need to work at. Okay. So we're probably going to have, because the items have to come out the bottom of this flux compactor, similar to the sieves right here. They can come in any side, but they have to extract out the bottom. So if they have to extract out the bottom, it means I have to put the bottom, or this flux compactor, 1 block above the bottom ore pieces, or the bottom drawers here. So I'm just going to grab out some cobblestone or something here, just to work with now just for a moment. So if I put the cobblestone here, like that, and then put this compactor here, like that. There we go. Now give me out another 13 more of them. Oh, we ran out of iron blocks. Can I make a few more? I can. Perfect. And now we're out of pistons. Can I make more? Yes, I can. Okay, perfect. And there's 13 of them. So I'll just stack these on top of this guy now. Right, so the way I want this to work then is the ores are going to go across the top right here. I might actually have to put this guy right here just to be able to connect and finish the connection on this guy. We'll put a different block in the center right here to hide any of the cables now in the back in a moment. But for now I can remove that. So what I want to do now is actually remove one of these guys. And the one that I already have that has all the uranium in it, I can put right here. Okay, perfect. Now I just want to grab out one of every ore right here for now. There we go. And now just organize it the way I want. So it doesn't really matter if it has an organization. They're all going to get processed up the same. And last one. There we go. So now I need to lock everything in one of these drawers. Like so. And probably lock these drawers down here then as well, just for the time being. I don't want anything else getting stored in them by accident. Now, all of the drawer upgrades, I'm probably going to have to stick about 2 upgrades per drawer, meaning I'm going to have to craft myself a lot of drawer upgrades. So I'm going to put everything away that I don't need at the moment. I'm going to take out these drawers right here, the upgrades, and I'm going to see how far, or as many as I can make. I think I'm going to need the same amount of like flux compactors, so I'm going to need about 26 of these diamond upgrades. Is there any higher upgrades? There is netherite upgrades. I could just go ahead with 1 netherite upgrade per thing. But I don't think there's any point. Right, I'm just going to go ahead and make myself a bunch of these guys. Alright, there we go. So I have 2 sets of diamond upgrades per drawer. Actually required me to go back to the Twilight Forest and get more wood. I really need to set up a tree farm soon. Maybe we'll look into doing that now in the next coming episodes. Because I think next episode I want to either have a trip to the nether, or I want to go and make myself some mob farms. I think I'm doing the mob farms off the back side of the applied logistics side. So over that direction is where I want to build a load of mob farms. Probably about 6 rooms, but they're all going to have different spawners, and they're going to have the cursed earth just to spawn every type of mob possible. That's my plan anyway. We'll probably look into doing that next episode. I need a way to actually route all the items to be stored correctly then as well. We have a few quests in here to claim. Diamond site, netherite site, gold site, bunch of experience, and some iron. Not bad. Anyway, so with all that now, it's time to start making all of the machines. So electrolytic separators, I'm going to need 13 of these guys. What are we out of now? Osmium dust. Can I make some more osmium dust easy enough? Yes, I can. Might not be enough, but maybe. Just need 13 of them. Okay, perfect. There we go. So steel casing. Oh wait, actually, that's the wrong guy. I'm gonna bookmark all these things that we don't need at the moment. We're gonna need all the upgrades there. I don't need an oak drawer bookmark. We need our backpack, so I don't need any of that. So there we go. Do that, and can I make all 13? Oh, they don't stack. Yeah, so I need to individually click each one out. No redstone. I need to rehook back up the logistic cable from here over to there. But I'll do that now in a second. And that's the 13th one. Perfect. So now I can line these up across the back right here. But the other thing is I'm actually going to have to clear all of here with power. So I'm going to have to dig all of this at the back right here for power cable. Okay, and if I look up cable now, I'm going to need a bunch of elite cable. So give me out a lot more cable here. What are we out of? Steel? Okay. I don't know why steel is not coming out all at once, but sure. 27 elite cable for now, and we'll see how this goes. We go. Now, electrolytic separate all across the back right here. There we go. And now I need to make myself 13 purification chambers, which is not going to be fun. I'm going to need a lot more circuits, meaning I'm going to need out all of the enrichment chambers and metallurgical fusers now. Yay, that's going to be fun. All right, give me a moment to make myself a couple stacks of, what's it called? Infused alloy, all the different advanced circuits, and I'm going to need a lot more because I'm also going to need a ton for all the different tier installers. And I'm also going to go all the way into atomic alloy now as well. So I'm going to put down these two, like right here for now, and then the enrichment chamber at the back. Actually, you know what? It can stay in the front. It can stay in line with these guys. But for now, I'm just going to grab out a ton of redstone and put that in here and get that processed up. So, wait, why is there no power going through this guy? Oh yeah, I forgot I broke the flux point. It's actually, it can work now, it's fine. Since I have all of the things here connected up. Oh wait, I haven't connected up those. Okay, so select you, and I'm just going to change you to multiple. Select you and go all the way over to here. Wait, can I not add these guys on? Add. Linked drawer to controller. Don't tell me I can't add these guys on. Oh my god, if I can't add the two of these on now, I'm going to be so disappointed. Does this thing actually have a certain range it can reach? Do I have to, like, move it over a bit? Oh, no. Don't tell me. Okay. Give me a second to figure out what I can do here, because this might be a bit of an issue. I just want to quickly pop in here for a second, and while I was editing, I realized I never actually explained how I managed to get the drawer controller hooked up to be able to receive the last two on the end there and there. And what I actually ended up doing, since the thing actually does have a certain range, is I actually did bring it over 2 blocks and then down 1, so it's underneath the uranium port right here, and it's hooked in through the back and all that. So I just wanted to point that out because I forgot to mention it in the video, because I went straight into working with the metallurgical fusers and all that. So back to the video. Okay, we're almost there now. I have a bunch of basic circuits now, so we can start working on making most of my machines right now. I am emptying out these drawers at the moment as well. They're slowly getting there. You can see the copper is draining like crazy. I have like 6 extractors on each one, or in total there. And I have went ahead and put every ingot down then as well. The only one we don't have is cobalt and platinum. And that's because cobalt, I don't think can be actually smelted normally. Now we have the raw cobalt here. Now if we put it through the whole purification chamber, the clumps, to that, to this, and... Okay, so once it gets to this point, it will be smelted. That's good to know. Because otherwise you can't smelt it unless you have a blast furnace. Or smeltery. But we don't have the blast furnace. Unless I add a blast furnace upgrade into that guy. But there's no need to right now. The other one we have is platinum. And platinum is still being extracted out of this guy. It's just taking a sweet time because of how much resources are in here. But yeah. So everything's going well. And we're just about ready to start setting up the rest of the machines. I'm just waiting for this guy here to start processing everything up. It's almost done. I might even give these guys here installer upgrades just to make them run a bit quicker. But yeah, so let's get to work. So purification chamber, crusher, enrichment chamber. I think we're probably just going to start by making ourselves a bunch of crushers. So I'm just going to need some buckets here. And it's going to fill all these buckets up. Okay, I don't know why that happened. There we go. And it's going to fill these entire 16 buckets here up with lava. There we go. And now I can start making all the crushers. So steel casing requires steel. Do I have no steel? Wow, okay, I could have swore I had some steel, but maybe I used it all up making those cables earlier. Meaning now I'm going to need to grab out some coal here and turn this guy here into a steel production, but he's already going crazy with the enriched redstone. Either I make another metallurgical infuser, which is actually pretty cheap. I just need 2 furnaces and I'll be able to make it then. So metallurgical infuser, and I'll just stick this guy right here. And I'll just grab a new hopper and chest. Okay, so we'll just stick this hopper on top and you right there. There we go. And now I'll just configure the side to say input, output, auto eject on. Right, now I'll just grab out the carbon. You know what, actually coal blocks will do for now. How many of these can I make? Should be able to make a whole stack. Yeah, there we go. That in there. And I'll fill up with carbon. Now just grab out some iron. And just fill this guy up here with a few stacks of iron. Also going to need some speed upgrades. So 4 speed upgrades. What are we out of? More crushed osmium. I need to make myself a new platinum hammer. So I'm just going to make a few of these hammers because why not? Speed upgrade, osmium, hammer, crush down. Speed upgrade. Just finish out the 4 of these guys. Alloy. I should be making some now. Yeah, plenty of it. Speed. There we go. And now energy. Should be able to craft 8 of those as well. Perfect. Now I can install all of these into it now. Perfect. Now this guy should be going quite quickly making enriched iron. So I'm actually going to make a few installers now and get these guys all finished speeding up. Can I make a few basic tier installers? I can. How many of them can I make? A few. Don't have any wood. I do have some logs though. There we go. I'm actually going to need a bunch of these guys. So since I have 4 of these guys here plus 13, I'm going to make 15 of these installer upgrades for now. I'm just going to install one into each one of those guys for now. Oh, was it not 15? Oh, it must have been 17 then. Oh, yeah, it was 17 plus. Yeah, okay. But yeah, 13 for now, and I'm eventually going to speed everything up here. So, you know what? Since we're kind of running out of time now, give me a moment here to craft all of our machines here now, because it's just going to require a ton of advanced circuits, and I'm going to need to make myself a bunch of other stuff. And actually, to quickly help with some power draw at the moment, actually, I'm going to need to make another metallurgical infuser. I'm going to make a 4th one now, so I can stick right here, so that way I can stick the refined obsidian now that we're making into this one here, and start turning some of this alloy into ultimate alloy. That just means I'm going to need some more speed upgrades and more energy upgrades. Oh, we didn't have enough energy. What are we out of? Gold dust. Hammer some of that down for me, please. There we go. And I'm going to need one more basic tier installer. So you get that, and then you get that. There we go. And just set this guy up correctly. So clear, input, output, and I'll make another chest and everything. But yeah, with the atomic alloy, if I just set everything here to auto sort, just to make it go a bit quicker. With the atomic alloy quickly right now, I want to make myself one ultimate tier installer. So give me just 1 second. I just want to make one ultimate tier installer and then grab some of the atomic alloy and come down here and upgrade our energy cube quickly. So, of course, that happens. Everything still seems to work fine. Yes, it is. I'm going to upgrade the power cable here to ultimate alloy. And sure, why not give this guy here plenty of storage for more ethylene. But now we were at like what? I don't know, even though I didn't check. Cube. We went from 25 million to 102 million. And we went from I think an export of like 100,000. Or no, like 60,000 to 102,000. So we have plenty of power export right now and plenty of power storage for a bit of time. We will eventually upgrade to a better power storage, but for now, this is the best we got. And these guys are nearly empty now and just waiting on the silver pieces to export out. Right, so I'll be back once I have all 13 crushers, enrichment chambers, and purification chambers. And then we can get to work on setting everything up to run. Alright, we almost have everything now. And it's spending a lot longer because I realized, oh yeah, it's not 13 installers I need. It's 13 times 3 installers is what I need. So 41 installers is what I'm going to need to upgrade all of these guys here to run everything. Now, I'm going to have to put all these guys across the back right here, which is so annoying. And then I'm going to have to organize all of these guys so that they actually, like, well, export out the front and input through the back. It's going to be a bit of a complicated mess because now I'm going to have to put chests here and then run pipes across and input into the top of this guy here and make sure it doesn't connect in here. So the way that it's going to be organized, the oxygen's on the right, so we're going to dump the excess and dump the excess, okay? Site configuration, no items. Gas safe, we're only going to output the blue cyan on the front, okay? And I need to do that for every single one of these guys, which is going to be annoying. Okay, now that all of the electrolytic separators are set up, all I have to do now is just give them power. Just make sure I dump the excess on both. But now on the purification chamber, I have to do this. So input, output out the front, auto eject on. The crusher is going to have input through the back, output out the front, auto eject on. Enrichment chamber is going to be the same. So input through the back, output out the front, auto eject on. And that's going to go out into a furnace. Meaning now I'm going to have to go make myself 13 of those netherite furnaces to be able to keep up with all the resources that this thing is now going to start producing. I could use smelters if I really wanted to, but to be honest, there is really no need to make smelters. So I'm going to upgrade all these guys with all the installers, set them all up, and then we can start processing up all of the stuff in the flux compactors and start giving everything here power. Okay, I believe we're pretty much ready to go. I just added the platinum into there. Every single one of these guys here have a diamond upgrade. All I need now is more cables to connect it to the point, and we should be ready to go. The only thing I'm going to need now is some pipe, item pipe, plenty of it in here. I'm going to need a bunch more of these guys, so 18 of them, plenty. So now what we're going to do is hook it onto the top of every single one like this. And then I have to go through and disconnect it between every joint like this. There we go. So every single one is disconnected. Now we just add extract on the top of each drawer. Okay. And then we give it the pipe upgrade. There we go. And as we can see, each one of these guys here now are filling up with all of the ore pieces. All we have to do now is just connect it right here. Whoa, okay, that's loud. I'm going to have to probably turn that down. Separator, turn that down a tiny bit. There we go. And that's that running now. So that's starting to fill this guy up with oxygen. I haven't added any speed upgrades into this guy at all. But you can see now all the ore blocks are being pumped down. And all I have to do now is do the same thing again. So item pipe. And then just run it all across the top like this. Okay, and now just disconnect in between the joints again. There we go. And then I'm probably going to need a few more advanced pipe upgrades. I don't think I'm going to need crazy amount of speed. So just give me a bunch of these ones. I'm actually going to need a lot more than that. Yeah, there we go. And now just tell every single one of these diamond chests here to extract. And then give them one of the advanced pipe upgrades. And now you can hear everything here is going off. So crusher. Just turn everything down. I think next up then is the enrich, and then purification. What is the sound of the machine down below? Because that is also quite loud. Is it the gas burning generators? Yes, okay. And then this one here is the pressurized reaction chamber. And there we go. Right, so the only thing left to do now is add upgrades here into everything and make sure I just go back through and say dump excess on all of the oxygen. So... or the hydrogen. So yeah, give me a moment here to add all of the upgrades to these guys, fix all these guys, and then we can start seeing our production run. This guy should have some cobalt. Oh yeah, I need to give all of these guys the wireless transmitter thing. So wireless heat provider, and then I'm going to need 13 of these guys. I don't think they stack, so I'm just going to have to count out 13 of them here. I think that's about 13. That's 10, 11, 12, 13. And then one extra for that furnace there. So the wireless heat transmitter can just sit like right back here. And just make sure this isn't connected, even though it doesn't do anything. And now I just need to individually drop every single one of these guys in like this. There we go. And now I just need to add it into every single furnace. So yeah, I'll be back once I have everything upgraded, and then we should be able to end it there. And there we go. Everything back there has been set to auto sort. It's got all of its ingots upgrades, everything now. So it's running through everything smoothly. I did have to make a slight adjustment here. For some reason, the furnaces wouldn't eject into the drawer if the drawer already had 64 items in it. So instead, I had to run a cable on the bottom all the way over into the drawer controller. That's the only way I could get the things to actually like import into the system. But for now, we can actually see that everything in here is slowly dropping with the speed of items being compressed. As you can see, it's going great. They're all being stored down in here. And yeah, it is crazy fast. Eventually, I would love to upgrade everything here to netherite, but unfortunately, I can't just yet. But how are we drawing on our power? We are currently pulling anywhere between 190,000 to 350,000. I think I saw a spike to 400,000 there a second ago. But yeah, we're still producing way more power than that. Each one of these guys here producing 100,000 each, the 6 of them, so we're 600,000 power. We're producing more than half than we're using, which is incredible. So there we go. That's complete ore automation, and everything is ore doubling for the time being. Eventually, if we wanted to, we might be able to expand out the island a little bit more that way and stick on sulfuric acid production on the back of it right here, but we'll see how it goes. We'll probably end up tearing this entire system down and resetting it somewhere else, or building its own dedicated platform for ore production, or maybe even keep it on this platform. We might do something else, maybe bring it forward a bit. Wait, bringing it forward a bit is going to be a bit of a nightmare, but might be something we have to do on stream, because there's no way I'm doing it in an episode. So yes, the next episode, we're either going to go to our trip to the nether for the first time. So we're going to make ourselves a jetpack so we can fly around the nether, because, well, we don't have our creative flight in the nether. We only have it on our island. So we're going to go to the nether, make ourselves a jetpack, fly around, find a fortress, get ourselves some spawners, and bring the blaze spawners back. And then maybe the following episode, we'll be able to set up a big mob spawning area over here. And maybe integrate it then with deep mob learning. I don't think it's called deep mob learning anymore. I think it's called like mob. I can't remember what it's called. Let's see here. We make blaze rod. It's hostile neural networks. So we'll probably get into loot fabricators and hostile neural networks now, along with making ourselves all the mob farms. It only requires obsidian and diamonds and all that. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to end it there. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell when you're at it then as well. So without any further ado, goodbye.